Guys, this video is about using seasons to your advantage. I was doing this when I was 15. I really picked up on this quick. I don't know why. I was able to really catch on to this and really break down why this works so well. I guess I was looking for it was basically like a mud truck when I was young. It's called a Geo Tracker, lifted full drive two door. And I noticed I was looking for like a year straight for this type, and I noticed I was like, man, like they're expensive in the winter, and I started really reverse, breaking down why. I was like, why are they so much more, in the winter? So this video is about this and why some things are cheaper during certain times of year, and it'll all start to make sense when I start explaining it. But first thing is to know what you're buying and what you plan to do with it. What I mean by this is, um, if you're buying a boat or a jet ski, do you plan on keeping it and riding it for a good while and then reselling it, or do you plan on instantly reselling it? Because this can be a huge difference. Seasons take months to change, and weather takes a while for it to go from summer to winter. So know what you're buying and what you plan to do with it. Is it a summer vehicle? Is it a winter vehicle? When does it have, basically this is number two, when does it have its peak for demand? When does it spark someone's interest, or when does this type of machine come to someone's mind, like, oh, it's warming up, I really want a boat right now. So if people start to think like that, and that's why I have this little picture of the boat. But I've noticed that if you're willing to, say you want to buy a boat and keep it, the best time to buy a boat is, obviously, I mean, it really is, makes sense when you start explaining it, is to buy one in the winter. um, yes, you still want to drive it. Boats can have a lot of issues, but the best time you can tend to get, say the boat's 12 grand in the summer, I can almost promise you that you can get the same boat in the winter for about 8,000 listed. Probably get it for 7, and then if you're wanting to keep it, it's not a big deal to you, because you're saving that much money. So if you can get something for 7 in the winter that's worth 12, and you're not planning on flipping it instantly, which I would not recommend buying a boat and flipping it instantly, then I think that this is when you can really use a season to your advantage. Jet ski, boat, anything of that sort. I personally have done this. I bought a jet ski for $3,600 when I was in high school, and sold it 2 years later, after 2 full summers, and I sold it, or maybe it was going into my second summer. I might have rode it a little bit, and right, I sold it when the demand was high, when it was starting to warm up and it was starting to create that idea in everyone's mind, like, hey, I really wish I had a jet ski. The lake would be sweet this summer. So people start thinking like that, and that's the best time to sell them. Also, sports cars tend to go much cheaper in the winter, especially convertible ones. It's kind of self-explanatory. You can't, you're not gonna, put the top down when it's 30 degrees outside. Also, the roads when they're cold, it's a lot more slick, especially with high horsepower sports cars. Sticks, it's just not as fun to drive them. So they tend to sit longer. And when they're sitting longer, people go, man, I might as well sell this. I haven't been riding it. I haven't been driving it. I need some cash. It's just not used as much, and so you can use this knowledge and kind of take advantage of that deal. And if you want a vehicle, and you're willing to sit on it for a little bit, maybe enjoy it. Since it's new to you, you'll probably use it more than the other guy did because he had it for so long, kind of got used to it. Then you can use this and go, hey man, and get a lower deal, because they probably just looked at it and were like, hey, we don't use this. Let's just sell it. It's cold. I can't put the top down. When it snows, it's just useless. So as of right now, so you can get a sports car, Corvette, any of that stuff, even cheaper stuff. In the winter, much cheaper, and then you can enjoy it when it starts to warm up. Really sell it, and you can almost make 5 grand off of it, and enjoy something a lot this way. This is an example of what this is actually. I've actually done this. This is actually an experience that I've had. So this is just an animation of basically, if you live somewhere where hunting is a big deal, the winter can actually make you money. I bought a Geo Tracker in the summer, or maybe in the spring or fall. I can't remember. It was warm, and I rode it. We have a farm. We enjoyed the crap out of it. It's on my Instagram. Me just plowing through the mud. It was lifted, but the type of why would this Geo tracker that I paid maybe like 1,900 for sell, or maybe it was 1,100. I don't know, but I paid less than 2,000 for it. Why would this Geo tracker sell more in the wintertime? These are sell higher in the summer, right? Because this is a summer sport, and this is top down. Enjoy it, really like show it off. So why would this sell more in the winter? Well, duck season comes in, deer season comes in, any of those seasons come in, people want hunting, vehicles. So, lifted little Jeeps with tires on them or Geo Tracker two-door four-wheel drives, four-wheel drive trucks can actually have a higher demand in the, wintertime, depending on your location. And just like that thing I was mentioning, I was able to sell that Geo Tracker for 2,900 bucks. I think I paid like 11 to 1,300. Really, I know I didn't pay 19. I don't know. That just popped off in my head. But I was able to enjoy it in the summer, and then sell it in the winter. Also, seasons to your advantage. If you're buying something to keep, and let's say I've done this as well. If the AC is out, but you don't care and you don't even want to fix it, or you can take it and you just tough, I guess. You can buy that vehicle with an AC out, because an AC can cost up to 1,200 bucks to fix. Sometimes the average price is like $600 to $1,200 to really change the compressor, and it's a lot of labor. A lot of people don't do it and they sell it as is. Well, you can use that as leverage in the summertime, because people want AC. Wait till the winter time, where winter isn't as big of a AC is not a big deal in the winter. You really just want heat, and then sell it for the same price as what they're going for. But you were able to get it. You already found a good deal, and you were able to get $1,200 less, because you're able to use that negotiation skill of it being summer and using the seasons to your advantage, and then hold it, enjoy it, and sell it when it starts cooling off, when heat is your main priority. So things like that is why using seasons to your advantage can be a huge benefit. So yeah, hope this video helps you guys. Yeah, please let me know if you guys have any more questions, and I'd love to help you out.